Hello and welcome to another video. Today's video is going to be really interesting as we will see how Samuel L. Jackson gave a reality check to Steve Harvey, shedding light on their relationship and the comedian's controversies. Many people, like Katt Williams, can't stand Steve Harvey. He talks about it and has shown his dislike for years. Even those with less controversy dislike Harvey. Samuel L. Jackson, a respected industry veteran, has kept away from Steve, and it's strange they've rarely been seen together. Jackson used to be best friends with Bernie Mac, and Harvey betrayed Bernie publicly. Steve Harvey's image is filled with controversy. Despite writing books about relationships, he's been married 3 times, with allegations of violence or cheating in each marriage. It's hard for respected figures to take him seriously when he has his own issues. If you're a fan of Steve Harvey, I have to tell you that Samuel L. Jackson isn't the only important person who thinks poorly of Harvey. If someone's lifestyle contradicts the message they preach, it suggests they might have deceived their way to the top. But don't just take my word for it, listen to people who've interacted closely with him. There's another side of him emerging, showing a different aspect of Steve. Contrary to Steve's narrative, when he toured with Mark Curry 25 years ago, he was making good money. Steve's behavior changed as he treated his colleagues as inferiors in a memo, asking for appointments and stopping people from approaching him. Despite the controversy, Steve doubled down on his stance, believing people wanting to talk to him were taking advantage. He created boundaries, making it challenging for others to approach him at work, even though he used to encourage people to talk to him. Steve felt like having fans and people waiting on him was like being in a prison, and he was fed up with it. He didn't want to stay in a room, afraid to go out for fresh air without someone approaching him. So, he wrote a letter. He didn't apologize for the letter, and it's surprising how people have taken it. Now, he won't let anyone approach him at work, showing he doesn't think many people are worthy of his time. Steve doesn't realize how irritating and conceited he seems, and he has no plans to improve his reputation. Some might think he has a good reason to avoid talking to anyone at work, but it's essential to remember he has always been a jerk. This is why Samuel L. Jackson avoids him. Their relationship is more like one not liking the other, and the other being a bit afraid of the former. The conflict between them is more extensive than people know. Jackson isn't entirely convinced that Harvey is the person he appears to be publicly. Despite Jackson's obvious contempt, he recently discussed an encounter with Harvey during a vacation a couple of years ago. Pictures of them surfaced online, leading people to assume they were friends. However, Jackson clarified that their meeting wasn't planned, and they coincidentally ran into each other while heading to their vacation destination. Bernie Mac played a significant role in why Jackson might not be a big fan of Steve. Steve Harvey had a dispute with Mac and even tried to push him out of their group, showing a selfish attitude that has been evident for years. Steve Harvey, with a group of other comedians, aimed to change comedy in the industry with their tour, The Original Kings of Comedy, including D.L. Hughley, Cedric the Entertainer, and Bernie Mac. Each of the 4 had different styles, sharing experiences and cultural differences. Despite being called the smoothest performer, Steve struggled compared to Bernie Mac's genuine talent. Katt Williams claims Steve threw Bernie under the bus after he left. Katt was initially offered to be the 4th king but declined due to suspicions about Steve's self-centered approach. Steve performed last at gigs, allegedly making the tour about him. Williams asserts Steve aimed to discredit Bernie by pretending to be funnier. While Jackson and Bernie were close friends, it doesn't excuse Steve's behavior. Some fans even hope Steve disappears for good. I hope you enjoyed the video. Share your views via comments and subscribe to this channel for more such videos. See you soon.